What's going on, guys? Today we're gonna build a carpenter bee trap. Those pesky bees, they always get into your wood and tear it apart. Man, they stink. So we're gonna build one, show you how I build it, show you the different ways, show you the ways I put it together. I found it to be the easiest and the safest way. So like the lids, I've noticed that people have trouble punching holes. Some people sharpen up a pipe. I've seen people drill them, and they're holding them with their fingers, so things could happen. So continue watching, and I'll show you how I do it. They're very effective. I put them, a couple of them on my porch. I put them in the corral. Put them on my garage, and they're pretty effective. I have a link down in the description below on if you choose to purchase them, you can. I build them for my own. I build them around here, but they are some you can purchase. Some of them get rather expensive, but it's your choice. They do tear up the wood. Some people have reported to get woodpeckers to go after, so it can really get damaging. But come along and I'll show you how I make them. Alright, so I got my block of wood. They're approximately 5 inches long, and it is a 4x4. And what I do is I get the center of the board on both sides, so I know where to put my nail in at the top. I also put it in center here. If you offset it, you offset it, but this is generally what I do. I put it a center here, which is typically 1 3/4 inches. And I put the same distance here, so I only can set up my combination square once. So basically what I do is I'll take my combination square and I'll put it on there, make a mark, and then I put it there, and then that's it. So it gets it pretty close. And so that's what I do there. And then after that, I know this is going to be my bottom. So I'll open up my vise. Let me lower this table. Okay. And I just bore in there. Never really set a depth stop. I just go all the way down so far. Okay, then after I do that, I actually cut a piece of 4x4 in a 45 degree, and I'll set that on the back side, and then align this one this way, Tighten it down. Then I'll kind of judge where I need to go. Okay, I'll hold it a little bit down and I'll just drill. Now take me a flashlight so when I drill down, I can see it. Then I repeat. Alright guys, so here's my block, my holes drilled. Usually I take a sander and sand all this off. Which seems to work rather well when I do that. And before I put anything at the bottom, I like to use chain. You can use anything you want for it. You could probably put twine, wire, all different types of stuff. So the theory behind it is that you want a 45-degree angle up. They say you could put steeper. I've seen videos where they just guess at it. It probably works for them. I know the first time I tried to hand drill it, I wasn't perfectly on there and I was a little off, and I've seen bees come out. So basically the theory behind all the certain angle and everything is that when you have your drawer on it and you have it in a spot where the sun's going to hit it, either east or west. You get it from the sunset or the sunrise. I have mine positioned where it's coming from the sunrise. I find it works the best. I've had them on the other side for the sunset and it doesn't work that well. And it could be because I have a massive amount of trees on that side too. So maybe that's a reason. Maybe you find a good spot for it. But I find works best is that if there's light to go in this jar, what it does is the bees come into this hole and they'll see the light, so they'll go down in the center. Then when they look up, because of the steep angle, the 45 preferably, they won't see the light and it's dark. So that's how they get trapped in there. That's how they get locked in there, and that's how they don't come out. Some people may argue the point, but that's how I've seen it work. I have a very good benefit to having all these dowel rods, and so I can pop them out and use them as holes on my bench. Which this bench came from a YouTuber. Man, I cannot think of his name. If I do remember his name, I'll post it in the comments below. Check his channel out. It is a really good channel. So what I do is I go ahead and I punch me a punch in the center of my lid. And this bench isn't made exactly to the way he made his, but there are some differences, like my legs. This whole bench can rise up about 9 inches or so. But I'm getting off the scope of things here. So what I do is I normally hit it on this block, and I pound me some screws in. So what I do is I'll take this and I'll line it up with that hole pretty close to center. I'll just throw it in there, because you already know that hole's in center. What you also can do is you can get a compass, which I usually do, and it draws a circle before you make that hole. And then so you know to line this up where you got to line it up. But I know it's pretty close to center, so I line it up like that. I get me some screws. Yes, 2 screws would work, but I usually use 3. And I hammer that one in like that, just to get it started. And obviously I didn't get it in well enough. Okay. Okay. So as long as this hole right here is over your burring hole, going into the jar, and that's all you need. Because it doesn't have to be perfectly centered. But I'm going to show you here in a minute why. Alright, what I do is I hold the block instead of holding the cover. I already got it screwed in, and then I just drill down. I got a perfectly centered hole, and this wasn't moving around on me. So that's how I do it. I feel it's the best. I know using twist drill bits and trying to hold that dang thing in steady, it'll flop all over the place. By screwing it down, it makes it a little bit better for me. Maybe you might have a better grip and you can do it. I wouldn't advise it, but that's what I do. And then I just screw this on like that, and I have it there. You can use different stuff for hooks. You can hook a hook out there, a U-hook. I've even gotten screws out there on an angle so it stays on it. We get pretty rough winds like probably most places, and they have never came down. So one of my boys that threw something over the fence and knocked one down, but that was pretty much it. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just put them in the comment section down below. But yeah, this is basically all I do to get them made, and I can actually batch out quite a few of them in a short period of time. But this is how I make them. If you like this kind of content, I do a whole bunch of different stuff around the farm, from making these to making things that broke, and instead of going buy it, just make it. Just do different stuff out here. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like. It helps the algorithm on the YouTube. And see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.